This video and every other video I make is brought to you by Patreon. I couldn't do this without your support. Check out what kind of incentives you can get down below. Hey, LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K25 Universe Mode. Welcome back to AEW Dynamite, the first AEW following the release of mods. I'm going to say it a lot of times in the first 30 seconds here. Pretty much everyone you see tonight is mods, which means they are not on community creations, which means there are no tags for them. I've said it in the first 30 seconds 3 times, so we'll see if it catches on. As we are kicking on with some singles action, as here is 1/3 of the Trios Champions, Kenny Omega, making his way down to the ring. The cleaner, the best bout machine in the house, Kenny Omega, set to do battle with the Murder Machines, Lance Archer, Brian Cage, and Will Hobbs in trios action in just about a week and a half's time at Wrestle Dream. It is going to be here before you know it. I just want to tell you guys, I've been working so damn hard. Mods and modding tools just came out for Patreon backers of Pro Wrestling Mods and Discovery and Tribute, which I am a member of all 3 Discords and Patreons, about 4 days ago. Actually, about a week ago now. It all came out on April Fool's Day, and I didn't know. Because I'm a clown. And I have been working so damn hard on porting everyone, so we didn't have to wait this year. As here comes the Machine Brian Cage with Jake the Snake Roberts to the ring. So yes, I have been working incredibly hard on getting mods ported, installed, and everything. Just so you guys know, at this point, I have installed 150 character mods, 17 attire mods for people already in the game, only a couple of belts because currently Tribute still has some issues with installing belts to new slots. But I have also ported over 150 mods, meaning I still have a lot to install. It's been a lot of work. But we kick off Dynamite tonight with Brian Cage and Kenny Omega in singles action to really get us started tonight. I'm really excited about this one. And Ray will be on a modded version, not by SmackDown. I'm going to go ahead and say not by SmackDown. I do not think I can physically get all of that done, sent to him, and coach him through it in time for SmackDown. But maybe next SmackDown. We'll see. Without any maybe NXT next week, because I didn't know NXT was going to be on 2K24 this week until he asked me to remake the thumbnail. So Brian Cage and Kenny Omega locking up here. Omega now looking to out-wrestle the Machine. It's Kenny Omega looking to prove why he is the best bout machine. Swings him around here. Brian Cage, though. He's going to get the better here. Brian Cage. Oh, Kenny. Kenny's caught now. Brian Cage wrenching that headlock in. Omega, but Kenny now. Hang on a minute. Whoa! Sends him over the top rope. Jake the Snake getting up on the apron for a moment there. Kenny now pulling Brian Cage back into the ring. Forearm strike. And again. And again. And one more. Into backstabber. Takes him down. But pretty much, I believe with the exception of everyone who's in the base game tonight, and the exception of maybe, I think, 2 or 3 people, everyone you're going to see tonight is going to be a mod. I tried to put in every ounce of energy I could into making sure I got every mod. If you were on the Raw watch-along stream on Monday night, technically yesterday, too, because it went until 2 in the morning on Tuesday, I literally went through Pro Wrestling Mods, Discovery, Tribute, every Discord server I was in, every wrestling mod website I could find, and Patreon I could find, downloaded every mod I could from 2K22 onward, and have spent the last 24 hours porting all of them. Fortunately, Pro Wrestling Mods did release a tool that makes it easier. This is going to be the only match where I really get technical about this stuff, just so you know. As Kenny Omega turns that around into a jackknife cover, Brian Cage getting the shoulders up. But of course, special shoutouts to the Pro Wrestling Mods team because, hold on a minute, big full Nelson German there, Kenny. Nearly got him. I was going to say, the only thing I forgot to mention there is, obviously I cannot take full credit here in this regard, because the Pro Wrestling Mods guys released a tool last night that is essentially an auto-porting tool where instead of me having to do about 10 minutes of work per character, I just dropped a whole folder full of the 150 characters, and about 10 minutes later, the thing ran and it has ported everyone. And out of the 100 I've tried to install today, only, I think, 7 haven't worked. Oh my god, wait a minute. Brian Cage, powerbomb off the top rope to Omega. Into a cover now, Brian Cage, 1, kick out from Kenny. And now Brian Cage looking to finish this job here. He's got Kenny back to his feet, he goes for a kick, Omega countering. Kenny Omega, Enziguri knocking him down. Remember, Kenny told Jake the Snake last week, you give me any of the murder machines and I will beat them this week. And jumping leg lariat there from Omega. He gets Brian Cage back up to his feet now. Chop there, Brian Cage. Chops him back, Kenny. Answers back, Cage. Counter for counter, chop for chop. He's going to get the better here between these two. No, Kenny got the better of Cage there for a second. No, Brian Cage counters it. Big jab to the head. Chops him back. Goes for another chop. Countered. Brian Cage. No. Kenny counters. Oh, here we go. I don't think we've seen this at all at 2K. It's been at least a little while since we've seen a good old hockey fight here since we moved to 2K25. Enziguri there. Both men down. Out of the ring goes Brian Cage. Oh, and Machine, that is a dangerous place to put yourself. Because Kenny... Oh, if that camera had been an inch higher, that would have been perfect. Judgment Day dive to Brian Cage. Kenny gets him back up to his feet now. Kenny Omega. No, Brian Cage countering, sends Kenny back into the ring. Brian Cage has got him now. He's got Kenny down, knee into the back of the head. He's going down, ground and pound now. Brian Cage, forearm strikes, and again, clubbing blows to Omega now. Brian Cage has got him. Rolling him over here. Brian Cage, cover on Kenny Omega. For the 1, 2, no! Kenny Omega kicking out. Kenny now into a sling blade, knocking him down. Brian Cage down. Kenny Omega, knee into the head. Brian Cage goes down now. Kenny getting him back up to his feet again here, and Kenny goes for Enziguri. Brian Cage out of the way again. Cage has got him. Brian Cage lifts him up. Suplex, taking him down. And now Cage, blood coming out of his nose here. He's got Kenny up for drill claw to the cleaner. Hooks the leg, cover on Kenny. 1, 2, Brian Cage nearly pins the best belt Machine. Cage has got a hold of him now, and Brian Cage launching Omega across the ring. Kenny Omega kicking the head, knocking him down. And wait a minute, Jake Roberts now, Jake the Snake. Yelling at Omega here, and Kenny countering, knocking back Brian Cage. Hits him with the V-trigger. Kenny's got him down now, and Kenny powerbomb. Flips him over. Into a second V-trigger. Now Omega, here we go, with the Machine in position. V-trigger again. Now Kenny with Brian Cage back to his feet, and Omega swings him around. 1. Winged. No! German suplex instead! 1, 2, no! I thought we were about to see the one-winged angel. Kenny Omega faked us out, though. Now the former 2-time AEW champ throws Brian Cage in the corner. Omega swings him around now, and now Omega. Now he's got Brian Cage up. Now he's looking for 1 winged angel. 1, 2, Omega gets the win. Kenny Omega with the win over Brian Cage. A big victory there for the cleaner tonight, Kenny Omega. with the win, getting some momentum for the Elite, heading into the match against the Murder Machines next weekend at Wrestle Dream. Remember, folks, Wrestle Dream next weekend. Crazy to think it's coming this soon, but it is almost here. Wrestle Dream airs the... God, what day am I going to air it? Probably the... Whatever day Stand and Deliver in real life is not on. Because what the hell am I going to do? Air it at the same time as that? No thank you. Ray and I are going to be trying to do... At least I'm going to be trying to do a watch-along. Ray will probably be here. He's coming to my house this year for Mania. Either way, Kenny Omega gets the win over Brian Cage. Sorry, I'm trying not to break the fourth wall as much this episode, but so much stuff going on outside of the series tonight that feels like it needs to be talked about. Either way, Kenny Omega picking up the big victory tonight is the cleaner. Kenny Omega with the win tonight over Brian Cage. We have still got plenty of action. Folks, regarding the tag team titles at Wrestle Dream, Tony Khan has an announcement up next. Because of course he does. Hi everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of AEW Dynamite. I've got a massive announcement for you all tonight, and that is that after seeing so much stuff heating up, things getting so exciting in the best tag team division in the world here in AEW, in the AEW tag team division, with so many teams joining the division, I want to announce officially that in just a few nights' time, at AEW Wrestle Dream, we are going to be seeing a huge matchup. We are going to put the AEW Tag Team Championships on the line, and we're going to do that. We're going to do that in a fatal four-way ladder match. And that is going to feature Edge and Christian versus Aussie Open of the Death Riders versus Finn Juice of Bullet Club against defending champions Red Dragon of Dishonor. That's my huge announcement for tonight. I'm very much looking forward to Wrestle Dream, and I hope you all are as well, because we have got some of the greatest competitors in the planet. Because remember, AEW is where the best wrestle. Alright, we've got some more singles action coming up next. As without any further ado, we've got the AEW Women's Champion in action. It is the star of the show, Anna Jay, making her way to the ring. It is now official. I can confirm, folks, she's going to be defending that championship in just a few days' time at Wrestle Dream against the Glamour, Mariah May. So her next big title defense is coming up soon. But tonight she's going to be taking on a member of the Ring of Honor roster, which is quite simply just one of the only people I had available at this very moment. As Anna Jay, the star of the show, takes a bow, makes her way into the ring. What? Yeah, I know you all see it too. I quite simply don't know. To answer your question, I don't know. Some wires got fucking crossed or something. Just don't question it, will ya? Lady Frost making her way to the ring. I don't know what happened there. I'm as frightened as the rest of you are. Alright. I guess. Cool. Anyway, Lady Frost making her way down to the ring. Oh my god. We saw Lady Frost on Honor Club just a couple of weeks ago when Ring of Honor returned to All-Elite Universe. Ring of Honor will be available for members and patrons again this week once I get all the modding stuff done, because my god, does it take a lot of work. So let's do this. Anna Jay, Lady Frost, again, just ignore it if you can. In the background, we'll try not to show the announce table on screen. Lady Frost starting off here trying to test the mettle of the AEW Women's Champion. Grabs onto her now, pulls her in, and Spine Buster takes her down. Grabs a hold of her now, and Lady Frost snaps back the leg, taking her down. Frost now, no, kicking the head, takes her down, does Anna Jay now, and Anna Jay getting her back up to her feet, chopping her. Taking the midsection now, knocks her back. Anna Jay coming up the ropes. Into swinging neck breaker. Picking her back up to her feet again now, Anna Jay. Now they lock up. Lady Frost now pushing the AEW Women's Champ back towards the ropes here. Anna Jay in some trouble here. Lady Frost. Referee getting the clean break between them, but Lady Frost gets the jab. Grabs Anna Jay, sends her into the corner. Lady Frost kicks her in the knee. Here we go. Getting some momentum. Big running forearm into the corner, taking her down. But now Lady Frost hits the ropes and kicking the head to Anna Jay, taking her down. Into a cover now. Anna Jay covered by Lady Frost for the one. Kick out from the champion. Anna Jay rolling out of the ring, goes for a forearm, gets caught with a kick. Lady Frost, Hurricane Rana taking her down. Now Frost kicking to the back of Anna Jay. Down she goes here. Lady Frost, springboard for the moonsault. Anna Jay out of the way now, and Anna Jay. Backslide on Frost, into the cover on the veteran. No, Lady Frost gets the shoulders up. Now Lady Frost clotheslines her into another one. Anna Jay getting knocked back here. Frost ducks her super kick, taking her down. Jay goes down. Lady Frost with another kick, takes her down, turning her over. There's a hold of her now, and Lady Frost. The arm, dropping Anna Jay. Goes for her again, countered. Anna Jay went with a hesitation super kick. Maybe hesitated a little bit too long because Lady Frost shoves her back, kicks her in the back of the head. Goes for her forearm, gets her with that one. Into another chop, kick in the midsection, pulls her in, and Black Magic from Lady Frost taking her down. Anna Jay crawling into the corner now, pulling herself up in the ropes. Now Lady Frost grabs a hold of her, swings her around. Anna Jay punched in the back by Lady Frost. And again now taking her down, and Lady Frost up to the middle rope. Into Tornado DDT, takes her down. Getting her back up to her feet now is Lady Frost, kicking the midsection. Hits the ropes, and rolling neck breaker to Anna Jay. Into the cover now, Lady Frost with Anna Jay down for the 1, 2, kick out from Anna Jay. Lady Frost now getting her up again. Back to her feet, pulls her back in now, and Lady Frost knee in the midsection. Into Hurricane Rana on the AEW Women's Champ. Towards Lady Frost. Last time we saw her, she's kind of short to Layla Gray on Ring of Honor a few weeks ago. Goes for the falling star. Anna Jay, though, back to her feet, pulls her in. Northern Lights suplex, taking her down into the cover for the 1, 2, no. Anna Jay now, here we go, into Queen Slayer submission. Trying to put her to sleep here with the Queen Slayer is Anna Jay. Lady Frost is in some trouble here. Anna Jay and has her locked in. Anna Jay. No, Lady Frost enters back with an elbow into another one. Lady Frost kick to the midsection. Anna Jay chops her. Lady Frost slaps her back now. And Anna Jay answering back. Frost and Jay going back and forth here. Who's going to get the better of this exchange in the end here as they go back and forth with chops back and forth again. Anna Jay got that extra punch in there, and Anna Jay goes for the extra chop. Lady Frost and Anna Jay now throwing hands. Oh, and Anna Jay's bleeding now, is the AEW Women's Champion. Lady Frost is taking full advantage. Down she goes. Anna Jay, though, into a small package. 1, 2, 3. Anna Jay got busted open. Good grief, he's naked. Anna Jay, she got busted open. She managed to catch Frost off guard there and put her down with the small package. A great move there from the young upstart Anna Jay. Youngest champion in LS11 Universe right now. Wait, no, that's me. Youngest actual champion in LS11 Universe right now. Anna Jay with the big win tonight. You see the blood pouring down her face as well. Anna Jay gets the win. Oh, and there she is! Mariah May! The #1 contender to the AEW Women's title, the evil glamour herself, Mariah May. Mariah May has been essentially running a smear campaign against Anna Jay for quite some time lately. And Mariah May, what is she doing here? Slamming her into the barricade there as well. Mariah May just making sure Anna Jay knows she's coming. So, we all now know that Bullet Club, we're back. All back together. It was all part of a big master plan by the Switchblade. We got the War Dogs running wild over in Ring of Honor. We're back here. Heard all the big news about a company coming back from the dead in a few months. How it's going to be taking our place here on Wednesday nights. Well, I assure you I'll be ready to take over that one as well. But let this be my official declaration. Because we'll at Wrestle Dream, Finn Juice, they're going to be taking those AEW Tag Team titles. I think we all know that's what's going to happen. King Switch, the Switchblade, is officially entering the Casino Royale. And I'm going to win and go on to headline Double or Nothing for the 2nd year in a row. Where I will be taking the AEW Championship. I will sooner die than let you run this place again. So if you're in the Casino Royale, then so am I. All right, folks, well, we got a little bit more singles action at our big main event of Bryan Danielson versus Bandito is coming up next. A little bit of a shorter night, and for that I do apologize. The whole modding thing has kept me busy and needing to get out on a deadline. Daddy Magic in the ring already. Cool Hand Ange in his corner. We haven't seen these guys in a while. But here is his opponent. The salt of the earth, the scumbag of AEW, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, making his way down to the ring. MJF looking around at all these people tonight. Of course, MJF, the official #1 contender, the man main eventing Wrestle Dream next weekend against Will Ospreay for the AEW World Championship. That win over Swerve in the cage match back at our last big event. Got him that shot. So MJF making his way down to the ring. He looks around at everyone. MJF, he's not a big fan of having to do the whole competing on weekly TV thing. It's pretty rare he does it. Unless it's for a championship. MJF, former TNT champion, former AEW champion. Going to become a 2-time AEW champ at Wrestle Dream. So, any further ado, MJF versus Daddy Magic. Here we go. Oh, and Daddy Magic coming right out of the gate with punches to the face. I don't think anyone saw that coming. And Daddy Magic now trying to catch the #1 contender off guard. MJF knocks him in the corner. Daddy Magic gets in trouble here. MJF stacks him up. Pulls him in. Whoa! The cheeky Nando super kick. A bit of a nod to the AEW champion there already. A bit of a shot taken at Will Ospreay with that one. MJF into a big knee strike now, knocking him down. Hits the ropes and kicks him in the head. Getting him back up to his feet now, and MJF. Big back fist there to Matt Menard. Knee strikes. Hitting him again. And again. Knocks him down and kicks him in the face. Out of the ring goes Menard. MJF just saying this guy should stay down. And now Cool Hand Ange. Cool Hand Ange up on the apron trying to assist here, but MJF. Oh, hang on a minute. That might have actually bought Daddy Magic enough time to get back into this one. MJF countering now. MJF. No, Daddy Magic answers back. Blood streaming down his face. Goes for a powerbomb. He's got MJF up. MJF countering though. Gets out of it, does MJF. And knee in the face. Now MJF just trying to make an example out of Daddy Magic here. Taking him in the midsection now, picking him back up to his feet. Daddy Magic in trouble now as MJF. Puts him in the ropes now, and MJF jabs him in the midsection, and again. Set him off the ropes now. They collide. MJF. Clothesline. Taking him down, and MJF grabs the legs. MJF into. Oh, a sharpshooter. Sharpshooter in on Daddy Magic, Matt Menard. MJF trying to tap him out here. Matt Menard. Pulling back through it, though. Pushes back MJF. Toss taking him down now. And now MJF picking him back up to his feet. MJF. Oh my god, just look at the bruising on Daddy Magic here. MJF with a forearm into Heat Seeker. And the Brain Buster for good measure. 1, 2, 3. MJF with the win. Just absolutely pummeling poor Daddy Magic tonight. Daddy Magic did nothing to deserve this. He did nothing wrong. He did absolutely nothing to deserve that beating he got. MJF just bullied the poor man. MJF with the win. Oh, hold up a minute. Because here's the AEW champion. There he is. Will Ospreay. Ospreay mouthing off to MJF. Why the hell did they gut how run-ins work this year? Anyone want to explain that one to me? Will Ospreay. Just reminding everyone he's the champion right now. Oi, Max, don't worry, bruv. Not out here to fight you tonight unless you decide to be man enough and take the first swing. I just wanted to let you know that it's been made official for Wrestle Dream that you'll be getting your shot at the AEW World Championship. And I hope you remember the words I said to you when you came out here and you started talking about how you wanted a shot, how you thought you had my number, how you should have been the AEW champion already. how you are your own worst enemy. Yeah, Will, I heard everything you said last week, and you know what I think about it? What's that? I think you're the biggest fucking hypocrite in this company. Come out here and call me my own worst enemy. Will, you're your own worst enemy. Brother, a year ago, you signed with this company? Before your New Japan contract was up, you couldn't even have a bidding war for a contract. You were able to take whatever lowball Tony took. Whatever. You were able to take just whatever lowball the snowman offered you. You couldn't even wait to play off a big nose. But then you did take the AEW offer. You did come here. And you didn't even... God. You talked about not wanting to pick a contract that would make you move to the United States because of your wife, because of your little stepson. And I'll tell you, I don't have a little bastard of my own, but if I did, I'd probably respect the hell out of what you chose. But to not even listen to an offer. To not even listen to an offer. And then to come here and start making jokes about how desperately the other place wanted you. And to make the... Oh my god, I know I'm the king of the low-hanging fruits, Will. But the first thing you made the joke about was grinding on the boss's dot. I mean, come on. You didn't even listen to an offer. But right, you came to where the best wrestler. You came to AEW. And good job on that. I at least had a bidding war last year. And I got so much of Tony's daddy's money. Probably an extra $0 or $2 compared to you. But yeah, maybe in the ring I'm my own worst enemy. But my god, are you an idiot when it comes to taking care of your family. I bet you in a few years when your stepson's old enough to realize, he'll realize that his stepdaddy's a fucking moron. Whoa, wait a minute, Ospreay! MJF made it personal. That's the man MJF uses for his submissions. And Will Ospreay has come unhinged at the mention of his family from MJF. Max, I'm going to tell you right here and now, bruv. If I ever hear you say a word about my wife or my boy again, you're not leaving on a stretcher, you're leaving in a damn body bag. And Ospreay. I think he's making sure that Max gets the message. MJF retreating onto the bottom rope. And Will Ospreay standing tall. Open. Nowhere to hide. Maybe you didn't bring your boys after all. And I guess you didn't bring yours either. I'm a man of my word. Unlike you. No, I am a man of my word. I said I was going to leave you in a puddle of your own blood, and I did. Well, assume you heard everything I said last week. I did. Go on. I'm sure there's more you're dying to get off your chest. Yeah. Yeah, I am. I have lost everything this season, Mox. In the last 365 days, my best friends turned their back on me. The woman I love left me. I lost the International Championship in a massacre. I have lost my claims to being the greatest superstar in LS11 history. I've lost my good health. I've lost my good fortune. I have lost everything, John, and that means I got nothing else to lose. You talked about how I had a fragile mind, fragile body, fragile ego, and I told you that the only one those words apply to is you, and I think you know it as well as I do. But John, Wrestle Dream is my chance to fix this all. And John, at Wrestle Dream, I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna drag you through a minefield, John. I am going to remind you who I really am. I'm going to remind myself who I really am. I do not need the Undisputed Kingdom by my side. I do not need to make amends with Kyle, Bobby, and Roddy to be able to beat you. I do not need anyone's help to be able to beat you. All I need is to remind myself who I am, that I am the greatest superstar in LS11 history. I am the longest reigning NXT champion. I am the man who won the World Heavyweight Championship and beat Tommaso Ciampa. I am the man who led the Undisputed Era to all of the gold in WWE not once but twice on 2 different brands. I am the man who walked out at the height of my popularity, stormed into AEW and dropped your ass at the end of the first pay-per-view match in AEW Universe history, and at the last pay-per-view before Double or Nothing. John, in one of the final nights of AEW, I'm gonna drop your ass on your head again, and this time I'm gonna finish what I should have done all the way back at Fight for the Fallen in Season 3. And I'm gonna beat you, and I'm gonna hurt you, and I'm going to take gold from your cold, dead corpse. And John, I'm gonna remind everyone why I am a former AEW World Champion, and you're not. Why I am a guy who, much like you, walked into the main event of WrestleMania as a World Champion. And John, I'm gonna cause your little ego to come crumbling. I'm going to make you break, John, and you're going to realize the world liked Dean Ambrose so much more than whatever the fuck this is. Attaboy. That's what I wanted to hear. I'll see you at Wrestle Dream. No Death Riders needed. Alright, folks, it is time for the main event of AEW Dynamite. As here is Bandido making his way down to the ring, a mainstay of Ring of Honor Universe. You'll actually get to see him compete this week on Honor Club if you're a member or a Patreon backer as well. Bandido making his way down to the ring. Big matchup for him this evening. Bandido is here. He's got a huge matchup on his hands tonight. He is taking on one of the greatest of all time, and a man who is awaiting a response, is awaiting the answer to his big challenge for Wrestle Dream. Tonight he's taking on the American Dragon. So Bandido makes his way down to the ring. Here he comes. The American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson, he challenged Gunther, the NWA World Champion, to a match at Wrestle Dream for the NWA Championship. Of course, that's one of the floating titles and can go between any of the shows in the Almost 11 universe. And it will be sticking around when the big change next season comes. Because we'll still have 5 shows with counting. What the hell am I trying to say? Ring of Honor. So, Bryan Danielson and Bandito one-on-one. Here we go. Bandito turns into a headlock on Danielson. Bryan Danielson now. Turns it around on Bandito now. He's got the arm bent back here, does Danielson. Bandito, though, trying to fight back here, and Bandito turns it around. He's got the arm behind Danielson now. Bandito now. Hang on a minute. Bryan. Snapmare, headlock takeover now, and Bryan into a chin lock. Now Bandito. No, Bryan. Bandito trying to fight out of this arm lock now, and Danielson wrenches the arm back behind him here, and Bandito. Snapmare takes him over. Now Bandito's got the chin lock in. Taking the better here now. Danielson trying to fight out of it. Bryan Danielson takes him down now, and Danielson trapping the arm behind Bandito. Bandito now counters it. Oh, look at that Fireman's Carry takeover. Now he's got Danielson. Bandito now. Oh, the American Dragon answering back. Danielson getting the better of that one, and now Bryan takes out the arm. Goes for a drop kick. Bandito out of the way now, and Bandito with Danielson across the ring, into the corner, goes for him. Danielson out of the way. Bryan Danielson now has Bandito. Bends back the arm, kicks him in the ribs. Danielson now, knee strikes to the head repeatedly of Bandito. And Danielson now getting him back up to his feet here. Bryan Danielson with Bandito. Throws him across the ring, into the corner here, into a big drop kick. Knocks him down now, and Bryan bringing the knee into the head of Bandito again. Taking him down there. Bandito goes down. Bryan Danielson grabs onto him, getting him back up to his feet here again. Bryan goes for a hook. Bandito countering now, and Bandito kicking the ribs. Pulls him in. Into Mexican Destroyer. Into a cover now. Bandito cover on Danielson. 1. Kick out from Bryan. Back up to his feet now. Bryan Danielson. Bandito countering, sending Danielson over the top rope. Bryan Danielson going out of the ring here. Swings Bandito around into DDT on the apron. Now Bryan, here we go. Kick to the head. And again. He grabs Bandito. He's getting him back up to his feet here. And Bryan goes for the roundhouse. Bandito's got him. Takes out the legs. Into standing shooting star. No. Danielson's got him back up to his feet now, and Bryan Danielson went for him. Bandito countering. Bandito countered by Danielson. And now Bryan sending Bandito back into the ring. Bryan Danielson grabs him by the hair. Bandito! Forearm strike knocking him back down. Bandito into a big kick there, and now Bandito, the back flip. German suplex! Oh, but Bryan is all sorts of in the ropes there, ref. 1, 2, Bryan getting the shoulders up. Bandito went for him. Danielson got out of the way. Danielson now grabs Bandito, throws him across the ring into the corner. Big drop kick there, taking him down. Bryan now running the ropes. Here we go. Hits the corner again for another drop kick, taking him down. And now Bryan, here we go. Bryan Danielson looking for running knee. The Busaiku knee takes down Bandito. Danielson now has it in. 1, 2. Kick out from Bandito. Danielson's got a hold of him now. Sends him on the ropes here. And Bryan ducks him. Danielson goes for him. Bandito pushing him away. Bandito into Hurricane Rana on Bryan Danielson, taking him down. Getting him back up to his feet now. Bandito with Danielson back up again. Kicks him in the ribs now. Looking for a second. Mexican Destroyer of Danielson. Bandito now back into a cover on Bryan. He's got him down again. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out again from the American Dragon. Bandito went to fly. Danielson rolled out of the way. Bryan Danielson's got him now. Into the barricade he goes now, and Bryan Danielson runs him into it again. Getting him back up to his feet now, Bryan Danielson. With Bandito back into the ring now, and Danielson going into the top rope. Gotta look to fly. Bryan. Went for a flying headbutt. Danielson, please don't do that. And now Bandito up the ropes. Enziguri to Bryan, taking him down. Bandito picking him back up to his feet now, and Bandito. Big kicks now, knocking back Bryan Danielson. Roundhouse kick takes him down. Goes for standing shooting star. Danielson got out of the way. Danielson with Bandito back to his feet here, and Danielson countered by Bandito. Now Bandito. Oh, here we go. Danielson and Bandito. Exchanging strikes now. Back and forth we're going. Danielson answers back now. Bryan goes for a chop. Bandito coming back into it. Oh, big kicks down to the midsection of the American Dragon. Knocks him down now, and Bandito, standing shooting star, cover on Danielson. For the 1, for the 2, kick out from Bryan. Kicking the head now from Danielson. Forearm strike to Bandito, taking him down. Bryan Danielson now goes for him again, countered by Bandito. Bandito's got a hold of him now, and Bandito with Danielson up the ropes, ducking him, leapfrogging him, and pop-up cutter to Bryan Danielson. 1, 2, kick out again from the American Dragon. Bandito now goes to the top rope. Bandito can look to fly. Went for the Phoenix Splash. Danielson countered. Danielson now into... Oh, here we go. How about some cattle mutilation? Cattle mutilation in from Bryan. The American Dragon has got the cattle mutilation locked in. Big kick there from Bandito now, taking down Danielson. He's got back up to his feet now, and Bandito goes for the super kick. Danielson counters. Uppercut, knocking him down now, and Bryan. Here we go a second time. Running knee to Bandito. And now Bryan getting him back up to his feet. Hits the Busaiku knee into the label lock. Danielson with the win. Bryan Danielson with the win. A massive, massive victory there for the American Dragon tonight. Bandito put up a great fight as always. I've always been a big fan of Bandito. Like I said, ever since I was first introduced to him a couple years ago, been a big fan of this guy. Bryan Danielson gets the win though over Bandito. Bandito tried his best. Bryan Danielson gets the win. What an episode of Dynamite. Hell, I was pretty happy with how that one went. Hope you all enjoyed it as well. First Dynamite with mods. Welcome to the modded era of LS11 Universe. Literally everyone you saw tonight was a mod except Tony Khan. Just let that sink in for a minute. Until next time, everybody. Oh. Oh, wait. He's here? He's here! There he is, the NWA Champion! The General Gunther from Friday Night SmackDown over in WWE Universe is here on AEW. The man who took the NWA title from AEW's Dustin Rhodes. So, this is where the best wrestle. I must say I'm very unimpressed. Except for... by you. You, Bryan Danielson. I heard your challenge a number of weeks ago. You want the Ring General for the NWA World Championship at Wrestle Dream. You are one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Many might have thought I was going to come out here and run you down. Talk about how you were forced into a retirement due to your head and neck injuries many of years ago. But I actually respect that you had so much honor and dignity for this great sport that you did not give up, and you fought to get back into it because you love the sanctity of the professional wrestling ring. Many might have thought I'd make fun of different things about you, how you look, how you do not look like a professional wrestler like me. But that's the difference, Bryan Danielson. You present yourself, you carry yourself like a professional wrestler. You care about this canvas, about the sanctity of this great sport, better than many I've seen before you. Many might have thought I was going to come out here and call you straight trash. But the thing is, Bryan Danielson, you have my respect. You have my attention. You want the NWA World Championship next weekend at Wrestle Dream. Then consider this challenge accepted. I've been Xander and that was Universe. Special thanks to channel members Pierre Bonellis, Andrew Cool, Funtime Gmod, Dowie Yolen, Sharkbait 410, Nate Dogg Sports Network, Nick Diaz Fan 123, and Zach Russian. We couldn't do this without your help. Join the LS Element membership today to get exclusive access, new videos, and your name in the video, just like this.